Should we get a bit nearer? Oh, the dog's barking. That's a bit better. Have a look. All right. Right, go on then. Out you go. Morning, guys. Right, I'm looking at that camera. Oh, we've got a bright light there. Look. Look, the sun is shining on us. Have a go, Pat. Right, the dogs are barking. Let me shut the door so we don't have to listen to them. Right, come on, quiet dogs. We are home in my kitchen. Right, Ella, shh, shh, shh. The dogs, what it is, they saved the barking. They saved the barking for when I go live. How is everyone? Let me just tell everyone we're live. Hi, Teresa. Let me just say, we're live. Shh. Okay, let me just get to it. Right. How is everyone? People are starting to join. Elaine, how are you? I have still got a cold, so I'm a bit but I got my coffee, guys. Hi, Hidden Minds, Renee. Now, me and Renee are considering doing a live together. Isn't that right, Renee? Are we up for that? Right, I'm just trying to tell everyone we're live quickly. Right, it's being funny. It's only letting me do chats. Right, it's only letting me. Right, here we go. Right, it's only okay. So at the moment, it's right. One of the. Can you just Elaine? Yeah, I'm not too bothered about it. It did keep me up last night, and I got a bit of a bad back pain. Elaine, can you make sure that both the live stream, the live chats have set? Tell them we're going live. Yeah, because it's only letting me log on to one of the chats. Let's tell Deborah we're live. Now, Colleen, is Colleen there? Colleen messaged me. Hi, Vincent. Good morning. Are you new? Let's see if we can tell Colleen because she hasn't been getting notifications. So I'll tell Colleen. I don't understand why it's only giving me one of the chats. Aha. Yes. Right. Okay. Got it. That's the actual main page. My wife's behind us. Aurora, am I the love of your life? See? We don't need Priscilla. We've got my wife. Do you know what? That's some. So someone just messaged me called Emily. Louis, Emily Vio. Are you on, Emily? Emily Violaris has just messaged me saying, when is your next live? So shall I go on to her? I'll message her. We're live now. We're live now. Okay, I know I'm faffing about, guys. Good news. The kids are at school. Everyone's out except for my wife. My wife's is busy today. We've got a nice coffee, a butter coffee that we're all going to have. Please get yourself a cup of tea because we're going to have a bit of a chat. Elaine, she is strong. She is strong. What she's gone through, and she acts like nothing's happened. Mind-boggling. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Sue. Hi, Jean. Vincent, where are you from? I'm sure you're a new name. Welcome to Team Elvis. Now, we are called Defending Elvis Presley. I've got a bit of a cold, which is why I'm not like rushing into things. So I think we've told everyone. I have been reading. Oh, thanks, Elaine, for doing that. I have been reading your comics. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so we had an interesting day yesterday. I'm just gonna get a bit of hot water now, guys. Let's just put some hot water in my coffee. Now, Groggy Louis, 1 second. Right, let's get a bit of hot water for me coffee. So what I do, I tend to just, guys, I tend to just top it up. I know I'm faffing around this morning, guys. I know I'm faffing around. Right, let's welcome Hidden Minds, Renee. He's on here. He has an amazing YouTube channel. I'm always promoting Renee. With me and Renee are good friends. We got each other's back, and you know we've had a few problems, you know, glitches, and some of you have really supported me through these problems to do with Facebook Messenger, and I do thank all of you for your support. Now, I just want to say, me and Renee are thinking of doing a live stream together. Renee is going to start doing live streams, which I think, you know, Hidden Minds is a brilliant idea. It is a bit scary at first. Renee, you still there? It is a bit scary at first doing the live streams, but I think you just have to plunge headfirst into them and just see where it takes you. I definitely think it adds something good to the channel. I would say that obviously I've been running the live streams for about 4 months now. I tell you what, he is here. I will say this, and this is advice to Renee as well, Hidden Minds, that I really enjoy making my videos, my shorts that are not lives. And obviously there's a lot of editing, a lot of research, a lot of filing pictures and documents, piecing everything together. I would say hours and hours of research went into every clip and documentary. And Renee will relate to this. He will understand that each video sometimes can take days. And editing can be quite frustrating. And yes, the end result is always brilliant. After a day or 4 or 5 hours, you have this forever thing that you've created that then goes out into the world. And Renee will understand what I'm saying. You post a video and it takes on a life of its own. Some of my shorts and videos have had over 1.5 million views each. Yeah, I think my shorts and videos have had, if you include Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and X, have had over 30 million views. Now, unfortunately, TikTok did remove one of my Elvis channels the one they removed had about 15 million views. So TikTok can be quite annoying. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is this. So obviously I was making my videos, I was making my shorts. Now, to cut a long story short, oh, thanks, Elaine. To cut a long story short, I started doing lives because I was trying to fix the engine on my Volkswagen split screen. So I was quickly doing lives in the morning, and then I would spend the whole day fixing the engine, and it ended up taking me 2 weeks. what I didn't know was going to happen was that these lives that I was quickly rushing together in the morning, so I could spend the day on the Volkswagen Classic split screen, were going to be so popular. So what I noticed, once the engine was finished, because we did fix it in the end, some of you may remember this, yeah, that there was a demand for the lives. People were asking me to carry on doing lives. So this is why I carried on doing the lives. It was never a long-term thing. So I can honestly say to you guys, I can honestly say that doing the lives is the best thing I've ever done. And I'll tell you why. Not because, not for the reasons you think. It's because I never realized that I was going to create a friendship group. I never saw that coming. I just thought I'll sit here, read out documents, discuss Elvis's life, all different parts of it, yeah, and get a few hundred views, and that would be the end of it. I didn't know that we were going to have this Team Elvis. Team Elvis came from the live streams. It just grew. I don't even know. I remember when we started calling each other Team Elvis. It was a bit funny at first. A bit funny. Little did I know Team Elvis would become so established in the way that it has. And the 24/7 Messenger Facebook chats that we have every day are unbelievable. They are unbelievable. And the only reason we set up the messengers, the Facebook Messenger, was so I could inform you that we were going live. It had nothing to do with you guys becoming best friends and bonding with each other, posting thousands of pictures and videos, posting thousands of messages discussing Elvis. I go through your messages. It's impossible to read them all because there's thousands, yeah? And I learned a hell of a lot, guys. And the conversations you guys are having on these two chats that we've got, one on defending Elvis Presley, Louis' daily live streams, and the other one on my name, Louis Macready's, are unbelievable. They are unbelievable. The chats are 24/7 all through the night, and we are getting some very decent comments here. Some very, very interesting info. So get to what I was trying to say to Renee. You won't regret doing lives. It's a bit uncomfortable at first. I've never done a live with anyone else ever. So if Renee wants me to do it, he's going to have to show me how. And he did send me a link yesterday. I was asleep. But we're going to try. We're going to try. When Renee is ready, I promised Renee I will do a live with him. And one day we will do a live with Rhonda, Presley Mania, with Shauna, Tenderly Loving Elvis. Now, I just want to make it clear now. I am a massive fan of Presley Mania, Rhonda, and Tenderly Loving Elvis, Shauna. I am a big fan. And me and Shauna were chatting yesterday. So, big love to Rhonda and Shauna. So, I just want to make that clear. Right, my coffee's blowing. Let me just get my coffee hot again. I cannot drink a cold coffee. I'm going to microwave it. Right. Cold coffee. There's nothing worse than a cold coffee. And I'm still waffling, guys. I haven't got to the subject yet. I have got this weird cold, a bit of a sore throat, a bit groggy, but in myself, I actually feel fine. I've still got loads of energy, guys. Loads of energy, right. Okay. Right, I promise you we are going to get a bit more interesting. Let me just quickly read some of the comments. Yeah, Emily, cold coffee, yuck. How are you, Emily? Emily, are you new? You're not new, are you? Have we spoke before? Let's have a look. Yeah, you got to have a coffee, guys. Let me just check your messages. I love waking up and reading the messages. I don't comment. much, but I love reading all the information. I've learned so much, especially from Amy. Yes, Amy Collette. She is, I call her Auntie Amy. Auntie Amy. That's what we call her. Now, Amy has been very good to me. Very good to me. And watch this space, guys. Amy has got big plans. Big plans. I just want to lean this forward slightly. Amy has got big plans, guys. Watch this space. I don't like to tell people what Amy's doing because I want her to do it because it's, I just think, how can I say it? If she has things in the future that are very exciting, I think it's for her to, if she wants me to talk about her plans for the future, I'm going to proudly talk about Amy, but she's got big plans. Let's let her do her thing, and then we'll back her all the way. We all love Auntie Amy. Let's. I do, Sue. I do the same thing. I wake up and I read all the comments. It takes me ages. I love it. All right, Jane. It makes me feel part of something. I'm mobility disabled and live on my own. So love this channel and message. It's a great group, and I love you. Oh, Sue, come on. We love you. We love you, Sue. This is for Sue. Yeah, we love Sue, and we are a family. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. When you, Elaine, when you say my twin, are you talking about Sue? Not sure what you meant, but guys, a lot of you have been very kind to me. A lot of you, and the way I do live streams, I can be quite blunt, quite abrupt, quite my way or the highway. I am a bit like that, but I tell you what, I mean it in a good way. Marilyn Monroe fans, an exhibition is coming to London, like the Elvis one. Elaine, I'm a massive Marilyn Monroe fan. I love Marilyn Monroe. I've even done a video of Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. How that didn't really work out, did it? She was older than him, but I am a big Marilyn Monroe fan. Amy is my twin. We call each other. Oh, right. Okay. Because we think the same. Right. Fair enough. I didn't know that. Right. Well, that's lovely. That's lovely. It's funny because the first time I met Amy, she told me off. Seriously, guys. First time I met Amy, she told me off. But I tell you what, she got my respect. And hello. All right. No. I'm doing a live at the moment. Right. So the first time I met Amy, she told me off. So which is funny. But then we just got this lovely respect, and we just became really good friends. Let's have a look. And I absolutely, Auntie Amy, we love you. Let's have a look. So Elaine, I'm going to read out a comment. If anyone likes Marilyn Monroe, that's the next exhibition in London where the Elvis one was, and it starts on October the 18th, 2024. You can even hold some of her things. I'm going to go and see her dresses and jewels. Look, I'd love to go. I have a lot of... I've always been fascinated by Marilyn Monroe and James Dean. James Dean as well, you know. They're the icons, aren't they, that we all grew up with. Right. So, I'm just checking your messages. Right. I did have a few things in mind. Now, can we do a live stream without actually having a topic? Well, we have done so far. Jane, it's depressing at times, but this channel and beautiful people have made me laugh and cry. It really helped me out of a slump. Oh, Sue, that is lovely to hear. That is lovely to hear. And we got you. We got you, Sue. Right. Okay. Now, a few little things. Just so you know, I've got a bit of a free day today. So I'm going to cover a few things. I was going to do, yes, Elaine, I was going to do the Priscilla Bulow dating. I still want to do a part 2 of Elvis's partners. Right, I still want to do a part 2 of Elvis's partners. But this time I'm going to click on each picture. Yeah, let me just okay. Right, let me just right, I'll carry on. I'm going to click on each picture so we can actually read about the different partners that he had. So what was I saying? You would need a full live. You would need a full live stream. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, with Priscilla Presley. She's been a busy lady. She sure has. Morning, Lou. So we've got Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. We got Jean's on as well. Okay, Teresa's there. So hi everyone. Right, I want to just read this comment. Now, bear with me, guys. I've got a cold, yeah, so I'm going to muddle through. Elvis, this is from AD. This is a new person on our YouTube channel making a comment. Elvis is still alive and he won't come out publicly defending himself. He does see witnesses, everything going wrong with his image and reputation. Elvis hiding in his skin and wants peace in his life, a quieter, a new life, away from the madness invading his reputation, all the trash bashing going on now about him. He knows and feels all the love of his fans now. That's right, Elvis, we stand by you and we love you. We love Elvis. Be still, peaceful, you're loved and adored. Which I think is a beautiful comment for Elvis. But you know, I've said this to you guys before. Some people say to me, Elvis doesn't need defending. And I'm always really surprised when people ask me, "Oh, why do you defend Elvis? Why is your channel called Defending Elvis?" And whenever that question is asked, I always think that's exactly why we defend Elvis. We defend Elvis because people that don't really understand just how harmful the negative information that is put out to the general public around the world is to Elvis. So to anybody that says to me, why do you defend Elvis? Why are you called Defending Elvis Presley? I say to them, go and do some research, because you should. If you're not aware why Elvis needs defending, you've not put 1 minute of time into researching and looking into just why we feel that Elvis needs to be defended. But I'll give you the number one reason. The number one reason why Elvis needs defending is because he can't defend himself. I would say that is the one reason. How many people do we know that we would defend? Friends, family, all day long, yeah? But Elvis, unfortunately, has passed away. If we don't defend him as Elvis fans, who's going to defend him? Now, if I said to you, who else is defending Elvis, you wouldn't be able to mention anyone other than people on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah, if we don't do it, no one's doing it, because you won't turn on the TV. You will not turn the TV on and see someone defending Elvis. On a TV channel, on a news channel, on documentaries, on biographies, on Netflix, Prime, you name it, you won't catch a channel defending him. You will only see people defending Elvis who are fans, true fans, that have done their research, that know the wrongs that have happened to Elvis. And it isn't just Priscilla. There are many, many things that are very unfair to Elvis that he does not deserve. Yeah? And now we don't just defend Elvis. We defend Lisa Marie as well. And to us, it's all about Benjamin, Riley Keough, Finley and Harper, and Vernon and Gladys. They're all protected by our warm blanket. We wrap a warm blanket around the Presleys and we defend them as fans. And we're hoping that we we'll get a breakthrough, and then we can start defending all of them on a public platform, like the news, like on Netflix, on Prime, like on the big channels, like ABC News, stuff like that, around the world, Australia, America, UK, Canada, you name it. We want to defend Elvis and his bloodline internationally on a higher platform. That's so yes, Elvis definitely does need defending, and we don't think that the name Elvis, defending Elvis Presley, is weird at all. So Elaine said some people think that he's not yet buried in the meditation garden. Yeah, we've heard all the conspiracy theories. It is ridiculous. I have often thought that we need a short info video that each of us can share structured so that doubters have all the information about the channel and the problem at a glance. That's a good idea. That's a brilliant, Diane, that's a great idea. Now, that's quite a clever idea, Diana. You're just making me think now. Elvis would never do that to his family and friends and fans. It's a criminal offence for starters. Spot on, Lou. We will always expose the wrongdoing. Right. Now, I like that idea. I think what Diana is saying is that we all of us individually as Elvis defenders, Team Elvis, make short clips giving 1 or 2 reasons why we need to defend Elvis. We tie them all together and we create an intro video, an introduction for new people joining defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. I think it's a great idea. My guy. So let's have a look. Thanks for that, Diana. Really good. Let's have a look. Ta-da. Let me scroll down. I have the day off today. I can't help trolls. I always want to learn. I can help trolls. Thanks, Diana. It's nice to have a day off. I've got a bit of an easy day today because the grandmother, is getting the kids. So I'm going to do quite a few lives today. I'm hoping to do 3. Yeah. So, which is why I'm not sort of rushing into a topic now. Let's just check your copies. Right. So I had already decided I'm going to go through some of your comments. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is, we mentioned this yesterday, guys. Many of you are saying, I don't want an apology from Priscilla, and I'll never forgive her. You're also saying, what's the point? She's done too much damage. There's no going back on the things that she said. And, many of you guys, and this is nothing new, are very angry at Priscilla. And I completely understand that. I'm not angry at all. There is no anger in me. It's all about truth with me. It's all about truth. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. Yes, I have very strong views, very, very strong views about the wrongdoing that Priscilla Presley has done, Priscilla Bulow, yeah? And, but I ain't hateful. I am not hateful. I do not hate Priscilla. I welcome Priscilla to the table. I welcome to sit down with her, have a mature, civil conversation, and who knows what could come from the fact that we open our doors for a possibility of some kind of admission of wrongdoing, some kind of apology. So, look, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get 20 comments. I don't want her apology. I don't want her to apologize. No. Guys, right. Let me try and explain this. I don't think all of you understand just how much of a big deal. I mean this respectfully, by the way. If Priscilla apologized to the fans for her behavior towards Elvis, this would be a historic thing. If Priscilla Presley, come on, let's face it, guys. Priscilla Bulow, if she admitted wrongdoing and tried to clear Elvis's name. Now remember, half of the public around the world think badly of Elvis, think he was a junkie, binging on cheeseburgers, constantly unfaithful, a rapist, abusive, controlling, a groomer. I could go on and on. Now, if Priscilla Presley, who, let's face it, guys, everyone looks to Priscilla, not the Elvis fans. The general public look to Priscilla for information. And this is why this book is regarded as truth, even though we know this book is not true. It's just been made up from her point of view in 1985. But many of the general public today, now we're in 2024, they look to what comes out of Priscilla's mouth as fact. Now, we know it's not fact. We know a lot of what she says is twisted. Now, my point is this, guys. Don't just think of us as Elvis fans. We are Elvis fans. We know. We've done our research. We understand. We know the wrongdoing. We know how badly Elvis has been treated. We get it. Yeah? We know the unfaithfulness, the divorce settlements, and many other things. We know how she's treated Lisa Marie, how she's treated Riley Keough, the lawsuits. We know it. Yeah? We know. But the general public around the world in every country don't know it. They believe the negative lies that are said about Elvis. Elvis can't defend himself, so he's not going to jump up and start defending himself on the news around the world. So, believe it or not, the best defender that will make the biggest impact on defending Elvis and putting his name right, clearing things up, putting wrong to rights, is Priscilla. Now, that might shock many of you. Many of you may be shocked that Priscilla Presley is the best Elvis defender you will ever get. The best. And let me explain to you why. Because if Priscilla sat on a news channel, Piers Morgan, Sky News, ABC News, a British channel, a Canadian channel, an Australian channel, if she sat there, 80 years old Priscilla, and put her hands up and said, I admit it, I did wrong. I was unfaithful. I wronged Elvis in the divorce settlement. I should not have tried to sue Riley Keough, the law, the disagreement. I should not have put Lisa Marie into Scientology when she was 12. Yeah, I have been greedy. I've spent since Lisa Marie died, I've been going around trying to make more money. Yeah, I've made a public spectacle of myself, parading myself like a 20-year-old, demanding money for autographs that we know Elvis would never have took a penny for an autograph. If Priscilla did that, I caused the breakup of the marriage. I was unfaithful to Elvis as well. Yeah? You get it, guys? I demanded the divorce in 1972 after I was found out secretly having an affair with Mike Stone, the karate champion, for a year before Elvis found out. I had an affair with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, after Lisa Marie was born, months after. There's even a possibility that they were seeing each other during the pregnancy. Steve Peck, the dance instructor, and Priscilla. Just an opinion for entertainment purposes. Now, if this happened, the whole world would sit up and listen. Seriously, guys, people are still very interested in Priscilla Presley. Very, very interested. Look at the Graceland scammer. Look at the interest that is getting. Look at the Bridget Cruz and Priscilla Presley lawsuit, the elder abuse lawsuit, the countersuit. Look at the interest that is getting. Elvis is still a hot topic. And if Priscilla Presley, I'm going to read your comments in a minute. was on a platform on the news and was admitting all this wrongdoing, that would make her the best Elvis defender that we have ever known. Ever. Think about it, guys. Doesn't matter what we think of Priscilla. She is the one that could do the most good. If Priscilla wrote a book, seriously, think about what I'm saying, guys. If Priscilla wrote a book and called it Elvis Presley, Here's the Truth, and admitted all the wrongdoing that she has done since the 1950s, bearing in mind what we know about this book, that there's an alternate reality to the type of girl that Priscilla was in the 1950s. If she admitted all the things that she put in this book that were exaggerated and twisted, yeah, this book was rewritten to win us over as a general public, she would be the best Elvis defender. Now, I agree. She's done so much damage that most of the fans, many of the fans, are not ready to forgive. But remember, she's still living. 80 years old. It is not too late for her to be the best Elvis defender ever. Ever. I hope you've got my point. Right, I'm going to read your comments. Okay, so, because I don't accept, when people send me a message saying, sorry, it's a little mice crawling behind me. When people send me a message saying, I don't want Priscilla's apology, they're not getting what we're trying to do here, because Priscilla's apology would be a massive achievement. It would be like climbing Mount Everest. I can't even explain it. It definitely, as I just said earlier, it would be a historical thing that would change things for Elvis forever. It would do a lot of good. So I will always push. That is my main goal. Let's get Priscilla. Remember, she's still living. Let's get Priscilla to apologize, admit wrongdoing. Guys, we do that, we will celebrate. And we do it with no hate, with respect. Right. Let's just keep reading, guys. So Emily is in Melbourne. Hi, Luann. It's 7 o'clock at night. Luann, I love all your comments. Beautiful comments from Luann. So Jean, it's 4 o'clock in the morning in Chicago. Jean, you should be asleep. Are you feeling better today, Jean? We sang you a song, didn't we, Jean? Cheer up, Jean. Just be glad you're you. More respect for her, and I would even allow her to meet me. Yes, Elaine. See? Elaine has caved in. We're going to listen to Priscilla. Right. Diana. For personal reasons, I would also be interested in a survey with a vote, something like that. Which Elvis myths, legends upset fans the most, and what fans would like to have clarified? Yeah. Brilliant idea, Diana. Love it. Your ideas are excellent. I don't want an apology from her because in her eyes, there is nothing to apologize for. I don't hate Priscilla, but at this point, I believe Elvis has been painted wrong. Rebecca, 100%. He's been painted wrong. 100%. That is why we want an apology. We do want an apology. It's not about hate, but Diana, this is not a hate group, and I love that. The exchange in this group is mature and very informative. Thank you, Diana. I don't hate Priscilla. Don't hate her. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm a Priscilla fan. Doesn't mean that I want to be her friend. It doesn't mean I agree with what she's done. I massively disagree with what Priscilla has done. I feel sorry for Elvis. I feel sorry for Riley. I feel sorry for Lisa Marie. Priscilla's treatment of them has been terrible. But I just know that we have to do things like Diana says. I know we have to do things in a certain way to get a result, to open doors. We have to build bridges. Trust me, guys. I know it. I keep saying this. We're not going to get anywhere by me just sitting there calling Priscilla names. We could all do it. If I said to you now, come on, let's all start calling Priscilla names, you give me 100 names like that. No. We are grown-ups. We are adults. We're going to do things in a way that makes a difference, not in a way that makes us look like bitter, angry children. We're going to do things right. Right, so Karen says it would be a start if she did. Yes, if she did apologize. It'd be more than a start. It would be on every news channel around the world, every country. That is how big that could be. So, Priscilla, if you're watching our live streams ever, which is very unlikely, please join us. Please apologize. Admit the wrongdoing. Come on. The fans want it. The fans want it. Right. She's done a serious amount of damage, and this is why we need the apology. The fans want it. She won't ever apologize, and she believes she has done nothing wrong. Trust me. That Bubba, I love cats as well, by the way. That isn't going to help us, is it? You saying she will never apologize. How will that help our cause? How will that break through? We won't get a breakthrough if you're like, no, never going to happen. Don't think so. Nah, sorry. With respect, I disagree. When you first asked, I was definitely a no. But when I thought about it, I think I would be a start to help Elvis's reputation. Yes, Sue. Yes. I'm not trying to make you guys like Priscilla. I'm not trying to make you guys accept her wrongdoing. I'm trying to make you join us defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. To get to the truth, to get the apology, which helps Elvis, helps his legacy, his image, his reputation, his family, the bloodline. I have a plan, guys. I have a plan. Right. I'm not trying to be mates with Priscilla. Trust me. That's a great comment, Sue. Thank you. Elvis loved eating yogurt. He had a tendency to like something, eat a lot. Elaine, different topic. But yogurt is nice. I mean that in with respect, Elaine. Priscilla has a large following of fans. Some of them are quite aggressive. Yes, I know. I have seen how passionate the fans are and how much the Priscilla fans fight her corner. I know that. But they're fighting the wrong corner, aren't they? Because we know that she has twisted the truth for 50 years. Come on. So they're in the wrong corner. We're in the winning corner. We are in the winning corner because we have justice and truth on our side. We are the winners. We just got to be heard. Be heard. Let's have a look. I would also be very interested to know if there's a book ranking the fans as to which of those books have already been published are at least recommendable. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I would love to implement this in my film at some point. Yes, Diana, make your film. Make your film. I will back you all the way. Any support you want, I'm there for you. Anything that defends Elvis, anything, if any of you, whatever you do, like Hidden Minds, his amazing channel, any of you, whatever you do that defends Elvis, we are together. This isn't all about Louis and defending Louis. No, this isn't about me. We together are defending Elvis Presley. Together. No matter what you do. So many will say she was pregnant when and was blackmailed into marrying her. Yeah. I agree. I think we covered that. It's true. Let's just go back here. Let's have a look. Sorry, it jumped up. I hate it when it does that. All right, let me just try and get back to the comments. I want to read all these comments because I think what we're talking about is important. Right. Okay. Emily. Louis, do you know Donna Rowe? I have seen her comment and pics with Lisa Marie, even one pic as a baby where Elvis is holding her. No, I don't. Tell me more about her. Donna Rowe. Let me know. So many still say she was pregnant when Elvis was blackmailed into marrying her. It's very possible. Luann, Jean Newbeck, the time zones are unbelievable. Oh, yeah. They are. We're beaming around the world. Beaming around the world. Louis in his kitchen with his silly vest on. Messy kitchen. The dog's barking. My 16-year-old boy walking through. It's funny. Sometimes you just got to laugh. I have to drive. I'll catch up later. Have a good day. Oh, thanks, Colleen. I do try and message you to let you know that we're going live because I know you've missed a few. She should apologize before she leaves this earth. Yes, Elaine. We like that. Right. It's 5 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, Eric. Welcome. 5 a.m. You should be asleep, Eric. Let's have a look. I want justice for Elvis and Lisa. Elaine, you got it. You got it. I'm not a Priscilla fan, but I love that it's not about hate, about enlightenment. Guys, none of us are Priscilla fans. None of us. Yeah? I am not a Priscilla fan. Please don't confuse how I'm trying to run this channel with Team Elvis as me being any kind of fan. No, I am not. But I definitely do not hate Priscilla. I do not. I offer her an olive branch to apologize. So, Elaine, who would you like to interview Priscilla Bueller when she apologizes? Who would be good? That's a good question, actually. Now, what's the real? Is it realistic that Priscilla would allow me to interview her? Is that realistic? I don't know, guys. But if Piers Morgan chatted with me and made a promise that he would ask the correct questions, definitely discussing the unfaithfulness, discussing this book, all the different things in this book that are not correct, discussing things in this book that we may believe is correct, discuss the divorce settlements, discuss the Riley Keough situation, the Bridget Cruz lawsuit, Priscilla's relationship with her own daughter, Lisa Marie, and Scientology. If Piers Morgan said to me, look, I'm not going to sit there and tell her that she's royalty and that she reminds me of the Kennedys. If he didn't just sit there and brown nose her and kiss her ass all the way through the interview and ask some tough questions. If Piers Morgan didn't sit there and say, it's all because of you that Elvis's legacy has been kept alive. It's all because of you that the Living Museum at Gracelands was created. If Piers Morgan didn't ask he didn't even ask, did he? He just sat there giving her information. Oh, you're great, you're great, you're great. Wow, I bow down to you. Oh, you've been through so much. Poor you, poor you. If Piers Morgan gave a real interview, and I'm going to recover that interview. I want to go over it again. We've already done it once. We're going to cover it again because I'm still don't feel that we've properly gone through that interview. If Piers Morgan promised me that he would ask the correct questions that the fans want. Now, I will also say to Piers Morgan, we accept Elvis made mistakes. Elvis was no angel. Elvis was not perfect. He also was unfaithful. He also did things that were not fair to Priscilla. We have to accept that. We have to admit our wrongdoing. Elvis, we as fans have to admit Elvis's wrongdoing as well. He was unfaithful through the 60s. He was, guys. He did like to run off with the Memphis Mafia and leave Priscilla alone for long periods of time. We have to be fair. Now, if Piers Morgan promised that, I choose Piers Morgan. in America. In America. And that would go around the world. That would go around the world, every country. Now, would I interview Priscilla? Yeah. Too right I would. Too right. But if we're going to pick someone, that's my answer. I'm not a Priscilla fan. I like the facts, though. If the facts don't align with Priscilla's narrative, then why? Then that's not my fault. I'm not, Rebecca, I don't know what you mean. I know you're not a Priscilla fan. I don't expect you to be. I'm not telling anyone to be a Priscilla fan. If the facts don't align with Priscilla's narrative, yep, we know 100% the facts don't align with the narrative. We know that. But you say it's not my fault. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Karen, she would be greatly respected if she did apologize. Do you know what? In fairness, if you imagine right now, if Priscilla was on the news around the world apologizing, I think the whole world would watch. It would clear Elvis's name. Finally, Elvis would be seen in the way that he should be. Now, we know that the whole world knows Elvis was an amazing entertainer, a beautiful man, a lovely man. We know that. That's sorted. That's done. We know that in that way, there's no argument. Now, the way that they talk about Elvis as a person, as a human being, I'm talking about his prescribed medication, with the different girlfriends and other things that they accuse him of, with underage girls, etc. That side of him needs to be addressed properly by Priscilla, the truth. So we've got an uphill climb, haven't we, guys? We've got an uphill climb. Now, what I was going to say to Karen was this. I actually think many of the Priscilla haters, yeah, even if she apologized, it wouldn't make no difference to them. They will still carry on hating her. And that's people's right. If you want to hate someone, that's up to you guys, yeah? Whether you do or don't is up to you. But do I think that she would get, well, I don't know if respect's the right word. I think if Priscilla apologized and listed her wrongdoing, I think she would turn a corner. People would start to see someone climbing down and change, and like they'd see a different side to her. Because at the moment, I think the fans, the Elvis fans and the Priscilla fans, they see a very proud woman who's very interested in how she dresses and looks, wants to look much younger, wants to be career-minded, ambitious, wants to attend all the different events, Comic-Con, whatever you call them, and Dallas, and but lots of makeup and perfect hair, very confident looking. Yeah, I would say she even comes across quite arrogant. Yeah, I'm not. Now, people don't want to see that, Priscilla, this sort of businesswoman that is. Everyone's queuing up for her autographs. Wherever she goes, massive queues. That was Elvis's wife. They want to be near her. They want to almost touch. Imagine this is Priscilla. They want to touch that person that was married to Elvis, that was close to Elvis. Yeah? That runs Graceland. That the most successful book ever written about Elvis. Yeah? They want to be close to that. That is as close to Elvis as they would ever get. I get that. But will people forgive her? I don't think so. Not many. But they will see someone who's trying to make amends before they pass away, before the end of their life. Now, Priscilla could go on for 10, 15 years, couldn't she? Yeah, and I don't wish Priscilla dead. Definitely don't. I don't wish that on anyone. Yeah, I hope, I'm very sure that Priscilla will live for years and years and years. She looks very healthy, except for the plastic surgery going wrong. she looks like she's going to go on and on. I love the fact that a woman in her 80s, she's 80, is full of life. Because I'm a real believer that age is just a number and that we can go on and on if we look after our health, that we can go on and stay strong. I really believe that. So I understand it's great that a woman is ambitious because she wants to stay young, feel young. There's nothing wrong with that. What I don't like is this, is after what Priscilla has gone through, she's lost her daughter, Lisa Marie. We adore Lisa Marie. We miss her. We yearn for Lisa Marie. We watched Lisa Marie grow up. We grew up with Lisa Marie. We love Lisa Marie, and it's just as much as we love Elvis. So this is why the fans are so upset and disappointed with the fact that it comes across that Priscilla hasn't properly grieved for Lisa Marie. This is what we don't get. Why isn't Priscilla properly grieving for Lisa Marie? And we would say this, well, it's none of our business. People have said it to me. It's none of your business how Priscilla grieves for her daughter. You're right, it's none of my business. But I'm making it my business because my channel represents some of the fans, Team Elvis, as there's many other channels as well, all defending Elvis, like Tenderly Loving Elvis, Shauna, like Rhonda at Presley Mania, like Rare Elvis Photos, like Hidden Minds, Renee. Now, my point is this. The fans, how can I explain it? Because the real question was this. If Priscilla did apologize, how would we as fans react? Yeah? And I'm not going to lie. I actually think most Elvis fans that are very upset with Priscilla, they won't react very well. They'll be glad it happened, but they'll still be, I still don't like her. But the non-fans, the general public around the world, in every country, will listen, and it will make a difference to his image, his reputation. It will be good for his legacy. It will. An apology from Priscilla, an admission of wrongdoing, breaking down the wrongdoing, would be historic. It would literally change history when it comes to Elvis. I actually think it would probably do a lot of good for her and Riley Keough, for Finley and Harper as well. Because if they've got their great-grandmother, whatever it is, admitting wrongdoing. Because I mentioned this yesterday. Now, I don't want to be disrespectful to Riley Keough. Riley Keough is probably proud of her grandmother. Finley and Harper are probably proud of their great-grandmother. But my point is this. Are they embarrassed of their grandmother, great-grandmother, whatever it is? I'll just say Priscilla. Are Finley and Harper embarrassed of Priscilla? Is Riley Keough embarrassed of Priscilla? Are they embarrassed of their father? Are they embarrassed of the horrible things that are said about Elvis Presley around the world and have been for over 40 years? Yeah? What's that saying? There's no smoke without fire. Now, can we help that? Can we, as Elvis fans, as Team Elvis, can we make a difference to the way that Riley sees Elvis, the way that Finley and Harper see Elvis, the way that Riley sees Priscilla, Finley and Harper see Priscilla? Can we help as fans? Can we make a difference? Now, I do think that Priscilla apologizing would be a relief for Riley. It would be a relief for Finley and Harper. I also think it will be a relief for the fans. I actually honestly mean this. Even Priscilla fans, I really believe if Priscilla apologized on a worldwide stage, that the fans, Priscilla fans and Elvis fans, would have a sense of relief. Oh, finally we're getting somewhere. Yeah? Are we on agreement there? Do we get where I'm going? Yeah? So let me just carry on reading your comments. So, hi, it's Bubbler. Hi there, Louis. It's 2 a.m. in LA. She's probably sleeping, but I know that the players I'm in the biz. We must be realistic and set realistic goals, definitely. And my goals are big. They might not be as realistic as yours, Bubbler. Good morning, Colin. Right, let's have a look. I think we would... Oops, sorry, it jumped up again. Why does it do that? Don't jump up. Right. Let's get back to Elaine's comment I was just about to read. Okay. Right, let's get to the comments. I want to read all the comments, guys. I'm not in a rush, and we're going to go through. I might put the kettle on and make a tea, though. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Emily. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anyone out. Hi, Linda. Hi, Rebecca. Jean, Eric, Lorna, Jane. Hi, Jane. Obviously, Elaine. Right. I think we would get an apology if they did a movie with an alternative narrative to show Elvis that he was not who her book said he was, but not call the movie Child Bride. Yeah. I like that, yeah. If a proper movie was made that really said the truth, the wrongdoing of both Elvis and Priscilla, the good of both Priscilla and Elvis, then that could force her to do a public apology. I see that, Elaine. All right, the yogurt fiasco. Who shot the yogurt? Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, Diana, we are very excited for you. You keep going. You keep doing that movie, my Diana. I will do that email later. All right, yes. You were talking about emailing Good Morning Britain. Yeah, come on. I'll do it. Elaine thinks I should be on ITV Good Morning Britain. I'd love to. Yeah, go for it. Think big, get big. Think big, get big. PB could be the special guest at the Riley book launch. You never know. It is possible. I think it's unlikely, but it is possible. She does love the spotlight. She loves attention. Maybe. And we do know Riley is trying to keep Priscilla happy. So, yeah. Imagine if she turned up. I agree. So, Linda, it's 5 a.m. in New York. New York, New York. I always think of Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra when anyone says to me they're from New York. And what a great film. Right. Lorna Roberts. Hello, Louis. Hello, everybody watching the streaming. Hope everyone's having a good time and feeling well and healthy, and a lot of cold and flu. Yeah. Around, people are feeling sick. Hope everyone is well. Yes, I'm going to be okay. I did have a horrible night's sleep. Horrible. The worst. I woke up and took tablets a couple of times, and plus my back was hurting as well. Some days I get quite bad back pain. Right, so let's have a look. Lower back pain. Look at Piers Morgan. Right, I think Piers may be a good start for an interview. Only if he doesn't do a ridiculous interview like he did last time. Elvis deserves the respect you're giving him, Louis, and everybody on here talking about him makes me proud. Elvis lives through you guys. Thank Eric. Thank you. Yes, Team Elvis. Together we are great. Team Elvis. Thank you. Well, I don't agree. I think Piers Morgan would be good because he probably would try and put things right because of how terrible his interview was. Oh yeah, but Elaine, if he's going to carry on the way that he did on the last interview, yeah, he's useless. If he's just going to kiss her ass again, you're right. He's useless. Who are the hardcore American interviewers? Good question. Thank you, Rebecca. Joan Rivers would have been a good, but she's passed on. I think you should make a comment under the Priscilla interview with the PM. At some point, he has to read it. If everyone in the group comments, the negative comments will eventually diminish. Okay, thanks, Diana. Right. Good interviews would depend and not associated with big corporates. Jean, Oprah Winfrey, she's been on her channel with Lisa before and she would be an excellent choice. You know, I love watching Oprah Winfrey, always have them, right, going way back to the 80s. And do you think that would interest her? Do you think that would interest her, us getting Priscilla to apologize? We know that she's interviewed Lisa and Priscilla many times. It's not a bad idea, is it? It's not a bad idea. Oprah Winfrey. I see that. So Elaine thinks it should be in America. Joan Rivers would have been great. Yeah, Luann, how are you? Get Joel to interview her at Graceland. Do it on Elvis turf. Do you know what? I'm going to go and make myself a tea, but I've got to be careful how I say this. I have a problem with people that have bought their way in to Elvis's life. Yeah? I say this with respect. But the reality is, the people that now own Elvis Presley Enterprises, we know that Jack Soden's role. And Jack Soden's a good guy. I've looked into his life, his history. He's a good guy. He's been good for Memphis. Joel Weisschenker truly loves Elvis. I loved and truly did love Lisa Marie. But I still have a problem with people buying into Graceland, buying into Elvis Presley's enterprise, buying into the whole scene. So I wouldn't want Priscilla to be interviewed by someone who financially, for decades, has benefited from Elvis. I don't want that. I would want an impartial interviewer. I agree, it could be a British interviewer, Australian, Canadian, American, any country in the world. Do I want somebody who makes money out of Elvis's legacy to interview Priscilla? No. I've got nothing against Joel. In case Joel Weisschenker or Jack Sodden ever watch this, I have a lot of respect for you guys. You're amazing business people. I know that you love Elvis, and I know that Jack particularly is close to Priscilla. I don't think Joel likes her, but in my opinion. But you're not the guys to interview her. You're business people. Yeah? So I'm going to make a cup of tea, guys. I hope you don't mind. I don't want to end this live stream yet, because I think what we're talking about is important. I'm going to put the kettle on, make a tea. A big tea. Right. Let's just get the milk out. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to put some honey in my tea. That's my treat. Okay, kettle boiled. Let's get some honey in it. I'm going to treat myself with a bit of honey, guys. Right, honey in my tea. Now you know that I'm carnivore diet. I'm keto diet. I don't eat sugar. I don't eat sugar. ever. The only sugar I may get is from the lactose in my milk or a bit of honey, nothing else. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, guys, I got myself a king-size cup of tea. King-size cup of tea. Now, guys, get yourself a tea. Get yourself a tea. Let's sit down and chat for a little bit longer. I know this live stream's going on a bit, but I was thinking do a live stream, then take the dogs for a walk, maybe go for a run, and then come back, do another live stream. Yeah, so Diana says Joel would be great. He's not the right person, I don't think. Let's have a look. So I'm snivelling. I've got a cold, guys. Got a cold. Eric, I have no hate in my heart, but right is right and Priscilla was wrong. Yes, I know. Right. Okay, Eric, I'm going to say this respectfully. Yeah. We all know that Priscilla was wrong. Yes. But we have to be, let's try not to be stubborn. Yeah. Let's try not to be angry or bitter. Now, being angry and bitter doesn't make you hateful. I understand that you're not hateful. I get it. I completely know that, Eric, and I respect you. Yeah. But we're only going to make a difference. We're only going to make a difference if we push for something that can change Elvis's image and reputation. And that is why the apology is so important. So important. We have to cast our feelings to one side and look at the bigger picture, the global picture. Think big, get big. That's my new saying, guys. Think big, get big. And I don't mean big Louis, big, Elvis, defending Elvis Presley. Louis' great channel. No. I mean, if we're going to help Elvis protect his legacy, definitely his image and reputation, we have to put our own feelings to one side and achieve something that is unachievable. And that is a worldwide apology from Priscilla, an admission of wrongdoing. Right. If Priscilla really loved Elvis, she never would have taken Elvis to the cleaners, have said any of the horrible life. Okay, but I'm not discussing if she loved him or not. I'm not discussing that. Did Priscilla love Elvis? She probably did at times. Did Elvis love Priscilla at times? Yeah. I'm trying to be fair. Linda, Louis interview in America in Memphis. We can all meet up there. I would love that. That's a great idea. Thanks, Linda. At Graceland on Elvis's turf. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think where the best place would be to do the interview. I'm imagining Priscilla in Graceland doing this interview. I don't know. See, it doesn't feel right to me to be at Graceland. I'll tell you why. Because then it all becomes about Elvis's fame, his success, his wealth, in this magnificent, beautiful building, Graceland. I think it needs to be a much more serious setting. I personally think it should be at a news desk, in a news studio, quite a serious interview. Yeah? Not about the glitz, the glamour, the fame, the success. Yeah? I think it needs to be this is a serious moment. Yeah? Actually, the way that Piers Morgan, the atmosphere created with Piers Morgan and Priscilla on that interview would have been good if the right questions were asked. It would have been a great interview if the right questions were asked. Instead, it was the opposite. Hidden Curtain, I've been cheese last few. Good, thank you. Take care. All right. Right. Is Luann going? Is she by Luann? If you're going, I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Luann, I'm not getting all of your comments. Sorry. I'm with you, Louis. Where is the grieving for Lisa? Yeah. This is another apology we need and an explanation. Maybe Priscilla has a problem with grieving. She doesn't know how to grieve, but the fans want her to. The fans want to see a Priscilla living a life in a way that she is, how can I say it, that she is mourning Lisa Marie and Benjamin. She's not. She's living the life of a pop star, a film star, a celebrity. Yeah? Come on, she's 80, not 25. She's living like a 25-year-old, and the fans don't like it because there's a disconnect between Priscilla and the fans. It makes Priscilla look like she doesn't care. Now, maybe she does care. Maybe Priscilla does care, but she doesn't know how to show it. This is why we say to Priscilla now, Priscilla, come to us, the fans, and make us understand why you're the way you are. Help us understand you. Right. This is a wonderful group of people who love Elvis. The truth always comes out in the wash. I hope so, Bubba. I hope so. That's our intention. And thank you for saying that. It's very kind of you. Let's have a look. I think, right. It's not just Priscilla Buer that has lied a lot. Have some who are still living today. They are all need to be called out. Okay, but this particular live stream is focusing on the apology from Priscilla. But I definitely agree, Elaine. There's a lot of people that we are going to defend Elvis against. We are defending Elvis, aren't we? Defending Lisa Marie. We're going to bring it all up bit by bit. I'm in no rush. I pick a topic. We didn't even have a topic today. We discuss Elvis together with Team Elvis, and we just see what comes out. I wake up in the morning. I go, what do I feel like today? Today, I wanted to read some of your comments. That was what I had in mind today. Right. A lot of people are related to Elvis if you trace back. Right. So let's have a look. Linda Cunn, let's have a look. Luann's comments, I'm not reading them properly. They're not coming through very well. Let's have a look. Okay, let's just try and get to the comments. Sorry, right, let's just keep going. So, Oprah Winfrey was 10th cousin to Elvis Presley. I never knew that. So, Bubba, I'm new to this channel and I love the book readings. I hope to hear more. You are going to. We're probably going to do Child Bride today, chapter. Book reading now is a normal thing of our channel. We're going to do it regularly, and I think we're going to do chapter 9 of this today. Later. Right. I don't think they even think about it. They don't give EP a second thought. Are you talking about Jack Sodden and Joel Weishenker? Let's have a look. Right, Hidden Minds. What people need to understand is that we are doing this for Elvis. A big part of people have a wrong image of Elvis is because of Priscilla. Definitely. That's right, Renee. That is exactly why we need an apology. Exactly what you just said. Now, by the way, guys, if any of you know, Hidden Minds is a brilliant Elvis channel. Please subscribe to Hidden Minds. He is excellent. Highly recommended. Emily, I hope Lisa has written enough positivity for her gifts and the world. I think it's going to be a beautiful book. But I will say this to you guys. If you think that book is going to slag off Priscilla, you are mistaken. It ain't going to do it. This is my opinion. Riley Keough is not going to allow a book, and even Priscilla behind the scenes, it's not going to allow a book that just completely slags off Priscilla. It's not going to happen. We want, some of us want to see some truths in that book. I don't think you're going to get it. I think it's going to be a beautiful book, but it ain't going to be what you think, in my opinion. So Priscilla Presley, she's done the most damage. I'm going to have to agree. And I think it was Vibex. Vibex, are you on today? I mentioned this on a live yesterday, that I felt that Priscilla was a bit jealous of Lisa Marie, and Vibex doesn't think so. I might, unless I got Vibex's message wrong. I think she did. I actually do think Priscilla had some jealousy issues with Lisa Marie, as not just as a child, but also as an adult. Even that weird situation with Michael Edwards. Something's not right in that. Priscilla's mother lived until she was in the 90s, but she developed Alzheimer's. I think Priscilla is heading that way. Thanks, Jean. At the end of the day, Elvis was the most handsome, desired man on the planet. This is Emily, and just about every musician and entertainer have groupies. Yes. Right. It's, she definitely hurt Elvis, Eric, 100%. This is why we want to apologise. Morning, Mary Campbell. How are you? Welcome. Hope you're well. You're not new, are you, Mary? Are you new? Please let us know. You're very welcome to Team Elvis. We've all got our cups of tea at hand, ready. So get your tea or your coffee out, guys. Yes, cup of tea. Did you mind me doing a live from my camper van? I may do another live from the camper van today. Let's have a look. Pat, that doesn't help us. Pat, you know I love you. But you repeatedly saying she will never apologize does not help us. Does not. Philomena, it doesn't help us. We need a breakthrough. We need a breakthrough. Wasn't it Queen that sang that song, Breakthrough? We're going to do it. Never give up. We never give up. That is the motto of my life. Joel, right, let's have a look. Elaine. Joel knew that Lisa very much, so we will have confided in him. Joel was a personal friend to Lisa too, and I think he also had a thing for her. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything bad about Joel. I can see that he's a nice person. I've watched enough interviews to know that he comes from a good heart, and that when he says that he wants to, how can I say it, carry out Lisa's wishes, Elvis's wishes at Graceland, I believe him. I believe him. I've got nothing against Joel, nothing. But he is a businessman. So he's got a different hat on. Yeah? Joel would challenge her. I think he would challenge Priscilla, because I don't think they're talking at the moment. Louis interview Priscilla. Louis conversation interview. I would, yeah. I definitely would interview Priscilla, 100%. No problem at all. Doesn't faze me, not 1 ounce. Make me brew whilst you are at it. Okay, here we are. There we go. Here we are. Elaine, have a swig. Nice. It's got honey in it. It's quite nice. If Louis interviews Priscilla Presley, she's finished, or she'll sue for elder abuse. That's funny. No. Diana, I will be respectful and polite. I will be respectful and polite, and I will ask the tough questions. I would also admit Elvis's wrongdoing. I won't just go, it's all your fault, it's all your fault. I won't do that. I will say, every single thing that we think she has done wrong, I will bring up, but I will also admit Elvis's mistakes as well. It will be a fair interview. The end result will be an apology to Elvis, an apology to the fans, and to Riley, and to Lisa, and the twins, because the money that Priscilla has been given through the trust from Riley has come straight out of the twins' pocket, Finley and Harper, straight out of their pocket. That is wrong. That needs to be given back. The $1 million, the salary that she's been awarded, the legal fees, because come on, Priscilla's a wealthy woman. All of that needs to be handed back to the twins so the twins have something to inherit. Priscilla should not be taking 1 penny out of Riley or Finley and Harper's pocket. Not 1 penny. In my opinion. I'm sure all of you agree with that. Louis should go on the Joe Rogan show, and that gets a large audience, and it's not afraid to speak openly. 100% I would speak to Joe Rogan. I do watch the Joe Rogan show, but come on, guys, I'm just a guy at home in his kitchen with his giant cup of tea. Do you really think they want to interview me in my scruffy clothes and my weird haircut? I don't know. Now, I'm honoured that you think that people like Joe Rogan would want to interview me. I'm honoured by that. But come on, let's be realistic. Our little small channel going worldwide, it's a dream, guys. It's a dream. Think big, get big. Right, Joe Rogan is a huge fan of Elvis. Maybe he will interview Priscilla Presley. There we are. That's a good idea, Philomena. I like that. I think Shauna or Rhonda should make the interview. I think they'd be great. I'm a massive fan of Rhonda and Shauna. If you're watching this, Rhonda, Shauna, I love you. I send loads of love to you. Anyone that are not subscribed to them, please subscribe to Shauna and Rhonda. Please do it. They're great. I love Shauna's live streams. Her live streams are great. I don't think Joe Rogan, Philomena, good call, though. She knows enough. We need someone who knows what's been going on. Oh, I'm sure that Joe would do his homework if he did interview her. You know, he's a very respected interviewer. Shauna would be great to interview. Yeah, she's already proved with Mindy Miller that she can do a great interview, 100%. Look, come on. I said this to Shauna yesterday. Me and Shauna have been chatting. Shauna is a star. She's a star. She gets on that platform. I love the way Shauna is. Funny. She sings. She says jokes. She has a laugh. She also gets serious. She truly loves Elvis. And she is great to watch. She is the star. This is what I tried to say to her when we were chatting. You're the star of your channel. People watch Shauna's channel because she is great. Yeah, obviously the subject matter as well, of course. But you get it, guys? Do we agree? Shauna is amazing. Do we agree? Come on. She's fantastic. And so is Rhonda. Rhonda, I love her. She's beautiful. She's a stunning lady. Right. I saw the karate thing with Joe Rogan. It was wrong. No, let's keep going. Right. So ideally, she should stand in front of Elvis's and indeed Lisa's graves and repent. I don't think that's going to happen. Diana, question. Do we have any source that further explain that the wording "my little girl" is based on the fact that EP refers to her height and not, as is often assumed, her age? I'm going to put some more water in my tea. Right. Diana. Right. Let me just try and respond to Diana's comment. Just going to warm this tea up. Okay, look at my messy kitchen, guys. Needs a good tidy, doesn't it? Okay, right. I'm feeling my cold now. A bit chesty, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right, I am waffling on a bit, but I still want to finish off this topic. We've been on an hour and a half, guys. That's a long time. We've been on 90 minutes. I really am waffling. I really am waffling today. Diana. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Diana. I don't like talking about all the paedophile stuff. I don't like all, the way Suzanne Finstad spoke about Elvis having a sweet spot for 14-year-old girls, which is ridiculous. I'm so upset that Suzanne Finstad spoke about Elvis in that way because she's made a lot of money from Elvis. So to then go on national news and call him a paedophile disgusts me, and I'm really upset with her. She owes Elvis and Elvis's family an apology. Suzanne Finstad, you should be apologising to Elvis, to Riley, and to the twins. You're out of order. Speaking that way about Elvis Presley, it's disgusting. But anyway, I don't like to talk about all the paedophile stuff because I just think it's been twisted. And I'll tell you why. In the 1950s, we have to remember, we are not in 2000. We are in 2024. We are not. When they talk about Elvis's friendship with Priscilla, it was the 1950s. Yeah? Now, remember, please, people remember this. And I mean it respectfully. I'm not trying to be rude. It was completely normal for a man in his 20s to date a teenager. Now, I'm not talking about a 14-year-old. Yeah? I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that men, I'm not sure how many people here grew up in the 50s and 60s, but men did marry teenagers. They did. So, and the other thing I talk about is that rock and roll stars in the 50s were chased around by teenagers. They had teenagers in their thousands queuing up outside their homes. Not just Elvis, every rock and roll star in the 50s and 60s, including the Beatles, had thousands of teenagers chasing them down the road. It was completely normal to be hounded by teenagers. So just because Elvis had a close friendship with Priscilla for 10 weeks doesn't make him a paedophile. So I won't allow the fact that he called her my little girl, or whatever it was, to be twisted into the possibility that he may have been a paedophile. I won't allow that. So I just say this. Let's put our minds back to 1950s and 60s and even 70s and 80s, I would say, and see how the world was then. Many men married girls 16, 17. It was very normal. So for a man to befriend a girl that was nearly 16 with a long-term aspiration of one day marrying her is completely normal. It doesn't make him a paedophile. It does not. So we can't put 2024 into 1950. It won't fit. It won't fit. Now, do we think it's right now? Of course not. Of course it's not right now for a man in his mid-20s to marry a 16-year-old. It's completely not right. But it ain't 1960 now, is it? It's 2024. So we have to see the times. Now, please comment, guys, if any of you know that it was common for a teenager, 16, yeah, to marry a man in the 20s, in the 1950s. Was it normal? Please tell me. In the 60s, 70s, and 80s as well. Right, Scientologists do not know grief. Right. Let's have a look. I need to try and catch up now because I can't go on too long because my wife will tell me off. Let's have a look. Right, it's obviously jumped up again, which is really annoying. Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to try and race through these. Scientology do not know grief. They believe that grief makes no sense because they deceased all each other. Now, that's for a different day, but Scientology is a massive topic, isn't it? A massive one. Not one of my favourite, but I do try and cover it a bit. Luann, Diane Williams, is that why Priscilla's not grieving for Lisa? Maria, they teach them not to have attachment to death. That's a good point, Luann. That's a very good point. Or she's secretly grieving and she doesn't know how to grieve publicly. It will be interesting to see how the twins handle everything when they come out of age. Yeah, but True, but don't forget 16. I tell you what, I remember how I was at 16. I was very worldly. Yeah, 16 isn't 8. You'll be surprised just how grown up they are at 16. Maybe Priscilla kicks the bucket. Yeah, but I don't want to, Finola, I don't want to talk that way. I'm not wishing death on anybody. I don't think YouTube would like it either. Let's have a look. Lisa, do not write. Let's have a look. Let's scroll down. Priscilla was jealous of Elvis' unconditional love for his precious daughter and Mike Edwards' sick. Yeah, I know about that. I agree. I agree, Emily. I've been on here for a while. I don't comment very often. Oh, okay, Mary. Sorry. I send you love, Mary. Thank you for joining us. I don't mind Joel, but maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, he is a businessman. We both like each other's comments on Elvis sites. I always have your back, sweetie, when Prissy fans get nasty. Okay. That's with Rebecca, yeah? Louis forgets Mary sometimes. Forgets Mary. Yeah, I don't get all the comments, guys. I don't. Let's have a look. Don't forget, they jump up. It's annoying. Emily, yes, thank you. I don't read every comment because if I did, we'd never get off. We'd be on here forever. What would Team Elvis like me to ask Riley when she does the question answer? I'm going to London in lunch. Oh, that's good. That's a great question, Elaine. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, I'd like you to ask her if she wants an apology from Priscilla about the way she's treated Elvis. That's my question. That's not normal. I'm not tearing in grief. I tear for Elvis still. As I open my phone, I have a picture of him on the front of my screen. I tear for Priscilla. He's just continuing writing autographs. Thanks, Luann. Right, let's have a look. Not so rich. She broke. She managed to squander everything. No more net worth. About 15 minutes. So much about clever business. Diane, I understand that. It does seem like she's wasted all her money. If we listen to the Bridget Cruz lawsuit and the facts behind that Bridget Cruz says that she had run out of money. She was in debt, facing a massive tax bill. So you may be right. You may be right. But she still has a big income potential, doesn't she? Linda, why not a group conversation? You, Rhonda, Sean. I like people like Joe Rogan because they're not friends. Do you know, I don't mind group conversations. I'd love to speak to Rhonda and Shauna, but I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before. Never done it before. I would love to. Shauna, Rhonda, if you ever watch this, I'd love to do a group chat. Love it. 100%. And Hidden Minds with Renee. Definitely. Just show me the way, guys. Show me the way. Oh, thanks, Gene. Yeah, I love my camper. My Volkswagen. That is my hobby. I restore classic cars. I'm racing through now, guys, because we've been on here quite a long time. I hope I haven't annoyed you too much, guys. I know when I waffle on, I get a bit annoying. I know. I understand it. So I apologize if I've been really annoying. Right. We're catching up. My granddad married my grand. She was 17. It was completely normal back then, guys. Let's have a look. Emily Villett. Louis, it's good to talk about the underage girls for the new people to understand what happened. Emily. But that's an odd comment. Sorry. But what did happen? Yeah, this is the thing. Let me just turn the plug on. The battery's going to run out. Let me just turn this on. Not the battery run out, do we? Right. Okay. Right, Emily. Right, so I need to just answer. I want to address that comment carefully. Now, I'll read it again. It's good to talk about the underage girls for new people to understand what happened, but what did happen? Yeah? I don't think Elvis had a history of dating underage girls. Not at all. I think that the Priscilla and Elvis meeting in 1959 was very plutonic. I don't believe that Elvis fancied 14-year-old girls. Don't think it for a second. I actually don't even believe a lot of the stuff, no, not in this book, that's written in this book. I think it's been exaggerated and twisted. I think every single thing in this book may not be true. So I actually disagree with that comment, Emily, but I do it with respect. Elvis had dozens and dozens of girlfriends that were over 20. Even in 1959, when he was in Germany, he was still dating Anita Wood, who I think was over 20. He was also dating the secretary, who I think was over 20. Then Elvis came back in 1960 to America to carry on his film career with GI Blues and do the Frank Sinatra special and make some albums. He was dating many, many women that were over 20. Elvis didn't have a thing for little girls. So I'm very defensive when people bring that up. Now, don't forget, yesterday we did a live stream from my camper van that showed all the different girls that Elvis has dated in his life. And I tell you now, I would say none of them were under 20. None of them. So we have to get things right. Be careful that we don't get brainwashed into believing the lies. It has been twisted. There have been so many more groupies and rock stars over the years. It's not just Elvis. Yes, I agree, Rebecca. Back to the day, women were homemakers. I never went out. Yeah, I agree, Rebecca. I won't have it. He was not a paedophile. Don't have it. I don't want any. There's no actual real proof of it. There has never been. I don't even want to talk about it because it annoys me. There has never been a woman ever that has said Elvis had sex with me underage. Never. Not one. Right. Louis, what that teenager you said, that's exactly what my parents said. Who knows what people are going to call us 70 years later from now. Yeah. I understand, Hidden Minds. Elaine, that's how it was back in my mother was the same way as you. Stay at home, take care of the kids. Yeah, it was the norm. Come on. My dad was 27 when he married my mother. And my mum was 19. Does that make him a paedophile? Of course not. It's just the way it was. My dad married my mum in 1967, I think it was. She was 19, he was 27. Doesn't make him a paedophile. Right. Sorry, I'm a bit snivelly, guys. Got a cold. You could get married at 16 with your parents' permission. Yeah. It's completely no. Come on, some of these old rock and roll songs. She was only 16. Yeah. It's just the way it was back then, guys. It was the 50s. Eric, Elvis was a Christian Southern gentleman and he would not cross that line. I agree, Eric. I agree. And it has been clearly repeated again and again that Elvis would not sleep with Priscilla. And she tried to get him to sleep with her, but he would not have it. And this has been admitted by Priscilla. The underage thing is still happening, especially in Muslim. What's that got to do with this topic? So no offense, Emily, but what is that, Right, I'm trying to be respectful and polite, yeah? So I don't want to offend you, okay? Marilyn Monroe married young, my grandmother at 15. You see, Rebecca is letting us know it was normal back then. Not now. Back then. I don't support it. Yeah? I'm against it now. 2024, I'm against it. I had my first child at 16 and the late 80s. It's not exactly. There we are, Linda, who was around. Right. Okay, we're getting to the end now. Emily, Lou, I didn't mean that the way I meant what others said about Elvis, and for you to explain it. Yeah, but Emily, I don't want to. Should I look? I'm trying to be say this in a friendly way. Emily, I have total respect for you, and I send you love. There's no problem, Emily. This is my opinion. I don't want to discuss those kind of topics because it just makes Elvis look bad. Because the people that half believe it, they then hear us talking about it, and then suddenly it becomes truth. I won't discuss those kind of topics because, in my opinion, they just make Elvis look bad and are not true. So I'd rather not discuss it. I don't think we need to discuss it. This is why we want an apology from Priscilla. It doesn't need to be said. If people bring it up, I will respond and defend. But if they don't bring it up, I'm not interested. Emily, please don't worry. We know what you mean. Yeah, we do. I know where she's coming from, but no, it's not for us. It's not for us. Emily, we'll see your other comments. Please don't worry. Emily, don't. I mean it respectfully. You don't have to apologize. I'm the same with anyone. Anyone that brings up Elvis being a paedophile, and even as a rumor, I always react in this way. Not just with you, with anyone. Yeah, that's why I'm called Defending Elvis Presley. I am defensive to Elvis. At the time of marriage was the only way out of the parental home in a more independent life, out of influence of parents. Rebecca's Elvis channel. Okay, I think we've come to the end of it. Now, we have been chatting for an hour and 46 minutes. Isn't that unbelievable, guys? I can't believe that I've waffled for that long. And I repeat, I say this. If I've annoyed anyone, if I've been disrespectful to anyone, I apologize. I do appreciate all of you. It means everything to me that we discuss these different topics together as Team Elvis. We are Team Elvis. I have no bad feeling to anyone. Only love. Only love. Yes, I do talk more than a woman. That makes two of us, but you are a woman. So anyway, guys. Yes, and Renee, she was nearly 18. She was nearly 18. Thanks. So I'm going to say goodbye, guys. We've been on here a long time. Do you know what? I can't think of a better way to spend my morning than have a cup of tea in my hand chatting with you guys. I cannot think of a better thing to do. Or a coffee. It's very relaxing. It's no effort for me. So bye, everyone. Bye, Lorna, Emily, and Elaine, and Renee, and Jean, and Rebecca. Anyone watching? There's 31 of you watching. Oh, yeah, I wanted to welcome the newest member. There was a member yesterday. I always get told off when I talk about memberships because everyone thinks I'm trying to grab their money. I'm not. I do want members. It's not about money. And the newest member is Michelle Arundale. Michelle Arundale, I welcome you to Team Elvis. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And it's literally $1 to become a member. So I'm not money grabbing. Please understand that. I want members. I want to grow the membership so I can do members live stream. So please become a member. It's your way of thanking me. It's your way of saying we like what you do. It does mean a lot to me. Anyway, please subscribe if you're watching, guys. Oh yeah, we love new members. Bring it on. Bye, everyone. I'm gonna try and do 3 lives today. Yeah, because I've got no kids. So I haven't decided what topic for the next live. Maybe Priscilla's boyfriends. Maybe. Bye, everyone. And Emily, you know I have no bad feeling to you. I'm going to send you a kiss. No bad feeling. No bad feeling. You are very welcome. Mary, I love you. And Elaine, all of you. All of you. If I've missed any names, You all mean the world to me. All of you. Seriously, I'm not joking. Yeah? Thanks very much. I'll see you all soon. I reckon I'm going to go for a run, walk the dogs, and I'll come back on, yeah? Take care, guys. All the best.